Okay, here we are, heading out the mouth of Port Credit Harbor towards the Lake Ontario 300 2011. Mr. O'Sullivan?
Hey, let me get out of your way.
It's okay. There's the annual blessing of the fleet by the guy with the bagpipes. Let's see if I can get a little, yep. Now can you give him the wave, Dave? Yeah, wave from underneath.
You want to cut off that.
So we're going to hang around up here before our start.
Yeah.
And we're going to find our line. Find our line and find our spot relative to other boats. And we're going to start by the boat and try and get a clear area just the motor. Go for it.
Yeah.
You're on camera. There you go.
I'd hate to come from Burton. Bravo Mark.
What we'll do is we'll come in a little bit early.
Hi. This is the start of the Lake Ontario 300. We'll see you in 3 days. I got you on Zoom, Twyla.
Dave, can you bring me
Okay, standing by the other one.
Steve, not me, Dave. One of the things I like about it is you can actually see shit.
I like talking this.
When you get up to the last
Do we swap sides or do I trim both sides?
Jamie, how are you feeling right now, buddy?
Fantastic.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
One for your daughter.
Okay. So let's do that.
Hey, Twyla, that has all the makings of our weekend start.
You got 30 seconds to that gun.
I was thinking about that. I didn't think that.
Let's do it. Let's drop it.
Your lunar foil sails
Yeah. But it's a prerogative of the sailors to stay clear.
We're just parking it there, right? Just love it. This far through there.
Oh, really?
So that's the start of the race. We are in our 4 minute. So we are going next. So we're 35 minutes into the race, and there's competition. That's Masquerade. That's it. Can't make out what the hell that is. But it's a boat. That is a fact.
Call it down into us as well.
That's Happy Puppy and another blue boat. That would be Twyla, Julian, Jamie, and Greg. These are the thinking people at the back of the boat. I am straight overhead, corporate overhead. And we're headed for a mark up there at about 1 o'clock. So Dave Foy says that we will pass boats within the next 3 hours. So, it's been a while and we're getting closer to Gibraltar, and we passed some boats, which is a good thing. The oh, they were ahead of us before and now they're behind, just like Dave Foy said.
Louis, look right in behind us. That's Paladin right behind us.
I'm using out.
Straight back.
Well, there you go. There's Paladin. Where's Mullet?
We don't know where Mullet is.
We don't know.
I wonder if he's fictitious.
Okay, now are you getting the mark rounding is right here, Louis. Sorry.
You're leading it to starboard, right? You know that.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's the mark right there.
We've got a time of coming up to about 107, 108.
Okay, I'll write that down.
Exactly 1 hour and 27 minutes.
So we rounded that mark at 112.
Okay, it's 1:42 in the afternoon. We are leaving Toronto and Gibraltar behind. There's the CN Tower, and you can see a few of our competitors inshore. Happy Puppy and Paladin are right up there, in behind Sassafras. And you can see with the clouds that the thermal is building a little bit more inshore there than up ahead. Up ahead, we don't seem to have much of a thermal at all. There's the crew, enjoying sometimes the sun, sometimes the shadow. And there's our speed right now, which is kind of low. And there's our other competition right there ahead of us. That's Mullet. So we'll check in shortly, see how we're doing against them. It's about, hey, there's our navigator.
Yeah, everybody forgets about me.
Talking chopped liver. Alright, right now it's blowing about 11 knots, pretty much on the nose. And what's our bearing to the next mark, Louis?
092.
Alright, so 092 is our bearing to the next mark, and we're heading is 096, 095, so we're almost right on the mark right now. Somewhere up ahead is our mark. Okay, doing a quick update here. It's about 5 minutes after 3 on Saturday. We've had a bit of a change in competition positioning. So just off our bow away in the distance is Mullet. They seem to be the fleet leaders right now. Over on our head we have Happy Puppy, who went way inshore. That didn't seem to benefit them too much. Over here is IMXG. They seem to benefit really nicely by splitting the difference between both of them. And somewhere over there is Paladin. Not sure exactly where. Do you see them?
Something across the bow. Yeah, I think that's something across the bow.
They're going to cross the bow? Okay, sometime crossing the bow in a few seconds.
Paladin, yeah?
Dead ahead. Okay, yeah, there they are, just crossing our bow right now. So, we've got some work to do for the rest of the day. But I think Dave's on the job, and he's up to the task, eh?
I am.
All right. Okay guys, we're live here. It's 4:45 in the afternoon on day 1 of Lake Ontario 300. And Doug, how's the main looking? Flat?
Yeah, it's flat at the top.
Yeah.
Is it normally that way?
Actually, that's not too bad. It's got some big guts in it. There's some shit. What I would look at is maybe ease the halyard slightly.
When we tacked, it was just smashed.
So what we got in the distance behind Twyla here is I was going to say Umitaka.
Mullet, a lot closer.
It's Mullet. And before, if you remember, they were a little tiny speck in the distance. And now, let's just do a quick zoom. There they are. They're looking a whole lot closer. And what we did was we went inshore and got a beautiful lift right up the shore for approximately 45-50 minutes, and then just ran out of gas. The wind just literally stopped. I don't know if you can see it from the camera here, but there's a real dead zone in there. So we got out, and now I think the wind's picked up a little bit, eh? Yeah, so we're looking at, right now, speed's about
See, the Fred comes up on deck and
4.2?
0.7.
Right.
Little too big.
7.6 apparent wind. So,
There.
and our heading 124. So we're zigzagging up the rum line right now. We've lost sight of the other guys in our field. So I'm sure as we come out, we'll probably start to see them on the horizon. Okay, that's it for now. Update shortly around dinner time.
So this is 5 hours and 45 minutes. It's now 5:35, 5:30. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
Go faster than the other guys.
That is very wise, very wise.
Slowly catching about each front. Yeah.
And so eat more fish.
Yep.
It's good for you. Are they an endangered species? Alright, so as you can see, everybody's split every way. And here's the front of the boat. So this is what it looks like in between shifts as the boys are arranging the weight and they're about to go to sleep. We are now doing 7.2 knots with a VMG equal to 7.2 knots.
Get their weight in the right spot.
That's right, Jamie. And
You know what though, it is.
730.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. All of a sudden, those guys up there don't look that good. Any thoughts there, Skipper?
Yeah, I'm just reading the weather report for 8 o'clock on Saturday evening. It's looking like a southwesterly, about 15 knots. And looks like it's going to be on the nose as we come back along the south shore.
Huh, good. On the nose, waves. Alright. There's a Darlington station.
Louis, have you got any of the competitors over here?
Yeah.
Did you get those guys down there?
Yes.
You know they're in different places.
Yeah, he's...
Okay, update. There's a transition zone heading our way. We are going right at the mark, and we have great speed.
We can go 0 that.
And it's 14.5 knots apparent. And just below us, the Beneteau has tacked, and it's almost going the same direction as us on the opposite tack. And inshore, you can just barely see mullet. So we're right on the edge of a transition zone right now. There's a boat that's over here. You can also see they've hit the transition zone. But we have not yet hit it. As you can see, we are still heeled way over.
You can see it coming.
Isn't that amazing, eh?
Coming down.
You can see on the edge of the water. Everyone is waiting with great anticipation on the crew here. Yeah. It's like, holy man, even me, yeah. Okay, we can no longer see mullet.
Change directions. We're just like
And
straight.
you know what's interesting is this boat right behind us. You can see that they're fully loaded up. That's a nice shot on the sunset. And the boat just inshore of them is going like 50 degrees towards shore and has no wind. Really interesting. Okay, so it's about 7:25 on Saturday evening, and so far it's still neck and neck for who's in front. Signing off until later. Say goodnight, Louis.
I got it. I found it. Alright, so, boys. I can't see nothing. Let me turn some lights on. Yeah. There we go. It's what? 11:59?
11:50.
11:50. Code zero's up. We can't see it. A little bit of breeze. We got. It's there. You can't see it, but it's there. Finally got a parent of 8 knots, speed of 5.7, course over the ground of 105 degrees. We got a bearing we need is 100 degrees, so we're heading towards our point. And it's actually looking nice now. Alright, it's 1:30 Sunday morning. We now have the spinnaker up. Moon's out there, nice and bright, light breeze. 7.98 apparent. Speed over the ground of 6.6. And we're more or less heading right at our waypoint. Lead boats are still straight ahead, and we're working on gaining on them. And it's really dark out here, so you can't see anything except for the red light. And a little shimmer of water every now and then.
Okay, it's welcome to Sunday morning. It's about 5:30,
There's a bright piece to wake up to.
and somewhere down there to our leeward side is Point Petrie. You can see a couple boats in the distance, and there's a freighter going by. We're doing about 7.3 to 7.6. Louis is doing an awesome job trimming the chute. No choking.
Power to the people.
Power to the people, in case you didn't hear that. We've got a boat on our windward quarter there. And somewhere down there is Happy Puppy, as well as Kaizen. We had a bit of a rough night. We got stuck in a hole along the shore, and they kept wind all the way down the rum line. So early morning, they were about 20 nautical miles in front of us, and the last time we checked they were 13, so we've closed the gap a little bit. Right now it's about 8 knots apparent wind, and we're going just under that in terms of speed. And there's the beautiful moon that we had all night. Okay, Sunday morning, 9:30. We're heading right towards Main Duck. We should make it there in a little under 2 hours. So estimated time of arrival about 11:15 or so. Going about 7.3, 7.4 knots. And if we have a look around, you can see a couple boats in the distance, but it's a pretty hazy day. There's the land, just over top of Greg's shoulder. Here's a few other boats to windward of us. Not too many boats behind us. You can start to see whitecaps now. Wind's picked up a little bit. It's about 12, 13 knots true. And it looks like we're going to have a tight reach going around Main Duck Island down to Oswego. Right now we're about 12 to 13 nautical miles behind Happy Puppy, and about 18, 19 nautical miles behind Kaizen. Did I say that right? Yeah. The far 30. So we got some work to do. Signing off.
So Jamie, you're focusing so much.
Put the wind at your back.
Making sure we're not hitting land.
That's always a good plan.
Yeah.
So right now, this is a mark, but I've got us going here.
This is one we have to go outside?
We have to round this, all of them to on starboard.
Okay. Piece of cake.
Start train. Swimmer, here we go. Dave O'Sullivan. Dave Boy. How are you?
Fantastic.
Julian, what's up?
Hi.
Bow. Bow, bow. Right on. And there is the island. Main Duck Island, which we will be rounding very soon.
There you go, Lou. You getting our speed?
Oh,
9.6.
shit, that's good.
I think it's fine. I think Fred's sort of steering for us. The wind, I think, is steady now.
Somewhere over there are the leaders. So we're working hard to catch up to them.
Look at that, man!
Squish.
Holy shit!
That truly is a form of natural selection. That guy potentially joined the Darwin team.
They're looking to get the quarter weight.
Moving a little quicker than the other ones we were fighting in the middle of the night.
That's some bow
A
wave.
little optical illusion, like you're about to get flattened.
It's just pretty amazing looking at the size of the bow wave. Eh?
Oh, I know. Pushing a lot of water. Alright, what's our number again? 81?
80.
80 now. What if people pull back?
Yeah, but we're better.
So that's the island with that's Main Duck Island. The boat up front The one with the blue spinnaker had a nice wipeout, which we failed to put on video. There's the lighthouse, and unfortunately on the horizon you see a bunch of boats that are ahead of us.
Yeah, I'd love one of those, thanks. Okay, so we've just rounded Main Duck Island. We're over on our rear, but we're in total control. The heavier jet is a beautiful, sleek, wind-piercing machine. We're right on course. Forward stroll is dead ahead. The crew's excited.
Peace, brother.
And we're putting Main Duck in our rear view mirror. And we're passing boats. So we are at 1:30 in the afternoon, and we've been hiking for a while. See, that's how you hike. And everybody else here is hiking. We are headed. I don't know if you can see the from Twyla's head here. You can see the stacks kind of a little bit where we're going. We're in the middle of the lake. The sun is finally burning. It's getting warm. Life is good. And there's a boat behind us. Okay, it's almost 5:30 on Sunday afternoon. And here we are having dinner on a beautiful, windy, sunny, warm evening. How's everybody doing? How's dinner?
Very good.
And who do we say thank you to? All right. So here's a quick update. We're going upwind. We're going at a pretty good clip here. Doing about 7 knots. And we're on the favorite tack right now for a mark that is about 52 miles that way. And our competition is somewhere in the mist. I think we saw a couple of boats way out there. Greg's pointing at them right now. So we're hoping to get a couple of favorable shifts that help us gain some big ground. We've got a third of the race still left. Any other thoughts, guys? Sail high, sail fast. All right. Thanks, Twyla. Louis?
Thanks, Risa. Love you, baby.
Okay, time for a quick update. It's about almost 7:30 on Sunday evening. We're about a couple hours past Oswego, and the competition is way up to windward. Everybody is jumping on the rum line and sticking to it almost religiously, except for Shock Therapy, who's way back out in the middle of the water. So I guess we'll see in about half a day to a day whether or not that bet paid off. There's a boat to windward, not sure who that is. There's a beautiful sunset happening right now. And there you go. We're almost all alone in our position right now. Going about 7.1 knots upwind, and about 18 knots of apparent wind. We'll catch up shortly.
Power to the people.
What was that, Louis?
Power to the people.
Right on.
I fight the man. He's the man.
Me too. Okay, here we're doing a quick update. Approaching 10 o'clock in the evening. A little bit tough to see, but the crew's on the rail, and we're getting 2 thumbs up in the air. I think I can see a red monster in the distance. Very scary stuff. We are about halfway between Oswego and what's that head called?
No, I don't know.
There's a head coming up, and it's about 25 or 30 nautical miles straight that way. Of course, you probably can't see anything. There's a beautiful sunset tonight, and we're currently on port tack doing about 6.5, 6.6 knots and about 17 knots of wind. It's we got some good chop, so the boat's rolling around an awful lot. Not sure how much sleep we're going to get. I'm sure the next guy on the helm will be very kind to us.
I'll try.
Yeah, right. No promises, right? Yeah. Okay. Our main competition We've been reeling them in for the last day or so. We're trying to beat them. Our strategy is to beat them inshore, get inside of them on the lift that's anticipated coming to the southwest. That's going to happen probably in the next 8 to 10 hours. So what happens in the next 8 to 10 hours in the next 2 shifts will probably determine the rest of the race. Okay, signing off.
So, it is now one of my watch broke here. It's now 5:23 and the crew is hiking really hard. Everyone is hiking. And we are betting that there's going to be a lift. And we'll come out as geniuses. And if it doesn't, we'll come out as dumb fucks. Such a sail.
Okay, it's about 6:55 on Monday morning. Weather's changed a bit. We just had a major wind shift. It was coming from the southwest. Now it's switched almost over to the west. We're going about 6.5, 6.6. And we're heading almost right at the mark on the opposite tack. That'll happen in the space of about 2 minutes. As you can see, it's blowing pretty good. And it's just starting to rain. Everyone's got their foulies on. How y'all doing? Alright, that's it. Hey, wait, you want to get a shot from the upper part of the deck there, Louis? Yes. There you go.
The next couple of hours that should read.
Okay, we got some major storm systems flowing through. Having a lot of fun. Wind. There you go. Whoa! That was 3D action on some big waves. It was gusting to 35. We saw 35, 36 knots. We've gone to a reef main. And we're thinking about shaking it. Wind is down to a measly 18, 19 knots. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome.
And that was the system that just blew through. And now we have the calm after the storm. So the big storm blew through. We popped up the asymmetrical because it's on the beam. And as you can see, we're barely filling that. We're getting ready to put up another chute. And it is just a bunch of slop with not much wind. And our speed over ground has gone way down to about 1.3. It's 7:45 on Monday morning. Update. It is 8:15 on Monday morning. Wind has completely done a 180. And now we have the code 0 up. And we've gone from about 0.5 knots to about 3 knots. There's a boat in behind us, and we can see a few boats in front of us. It looks like there may be 2 boats that have rounded Niagara about 10 or 11 nautical miles ahead of us. Okay, quick update. Louis has something to say.
6.7 on 8 knots. That's warp speed.
We're going 6.5, 6.7 knots on 8 knots of apparent wind.
With chops.
Yeah. I think the term there is it's time for a warp speed, Captain. So we finally got some headway going with our lovely code 0. And you can see the size of waves that we are occasionally crashing through. Here's a good one here. Very nice. So our normal size jib would be getting us nowhere. There's a boat inshore. We don't know who that is. And we can see 2 or 3 boats way up ahead. Okay, we're gonna go for the code 0 here. Wind's starting to die off. We're doing 4-4 with 60 degrees. Okay, ready to go? Let's do it. Anytime you're ready there, Doug.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah. Get it, let it fill, get settled, and we'll
You could probably get a little bit more tension on that halyard.
Can we?
You'd have to let off the sheet for a couple seconds.
Okay, take it off.
Just pull it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we got the code 0 up and flying now. It's settled in, and instead of doing 4.4, now we're doing just under 7. 6.9, trying to squeak it up to 7. There's Master Trimmer Louie. There's the sail right there. We're trying to figure out how to get the leech a little bit tighter. Yeah. Okay, quick update. It's 11:48, 11:50. We've just rounded the Niagara mark, which is back there. And we just put up the code 0. And this is our final leg into Port Credit. Okay, quick check-in. We're about an hour and a half to an hour and 3/4 from the finish. It's a beautiful afternoon on Monday. We're racing to try and get in before the forecasted squalls come through and we get dead calm. We're certainly not in dead calm right now. We're in about 14 knots of apparent wind. We're doing great with the code 0. Don't know if you can see the speed. It's about 7.3. Everybody's laying out, resting up, catching some rays. And over to the side here, this is another boat that we caught today. I think that's short-handed, J35. And there's a few other boats on the horizon there. And one of our competitors, Happy Puppy, has just crossed the line. And there's 2 boats behind us there and no one else around. All right, we'll check in. Quick update. We're cracking 7.8 knots. Wind seems to be backing a little bit, and Louie's doing a masterful job of squeezing every last little inch of, or bit of kinetic energy out of there. Here's our target. These 2 boats right over there. Can we beat them to the finish line? Stay tuned and find out.